Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Canelo. He still want the rematch with Mayweather, and his trainer says, who's that? Eric Gumaz, talking about when Mayweather fought Canelo, he was really young at the time, and I would agree with him. I mean, of course he was young and might not be experienced what he is right now, but the thing about it is what Canelo had when he came in a fight with Mayweather. He had youth, and he was heavier than Floyd Mayweather, and he was stronger than Floyd Mayweather. He had three things with him, and then but with Mayweather he had skills. So I think at the same time we wanted to see basically what people was trying to see if youth and being heavy and being stronger can beat skill wise, and it didn't. You know what I'm saying? It was obvious. It was even close. But one judge had it 114. I think his name was Ross, which was like, I don't know what he was seeing at the same time. I didn't see the same thing. I mean, I had Mayweather winning the whole thing. He dominated. I mean, of course, without a knockout, you could dominate a fight without a knockout. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, the trainer was talking about, he was inexperienced, and Floyd knew what he was doing. Of course, Floyd knew what he was doing. He knew the dude was probably not that experienced, of course, but he still came in with the three things, like I said. So he still, because one thing is, let me tell you something with this situation. It's a punch of chance when you're in professional boxing. It's a punch of chance that you can win a fight. A lot of people didn't want. Some people didn't want Floyd to fight Canelo, and some people said Mayweather was ducking Canelo, and then he took the fight. It's always if he don't take the fight, he's scared. If he fought him, he's unexperienced at the same time, which was true. I can understand. I can say that, but he took the fight anyway. Y'all took the fight anyway. Y'all probably thought he could beat Floyd Mayweather. That's why y'all took the fight. I know it was money involved too at the same time, but if you didn't want him to fight Mayweather, you shouldn't have never took the fight. And if you didn't take the fight, he wouldn't be in the position that he in now. He would not be the cash cow. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, he would not be you know what I'm saying, like I say, he would not be the cash cow right now. And on top of that, he took the fight. You gotta blame yourself for that. And then on top of that, like right now, because like how I put it, like for me, if a fighter is like close to 40 years old, he in his 40s now, man. And when he fought, he was like 37, 38 years old, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He probably, you know what's kind of funny? I think that some of the people who like Canelo or Canelo fans at the same time, whatever, will say give him credit for beating Mayweather at 38 years old, 37 years old. Okay, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if he's 40 now, you still gonna give him credit? Because how I look at it, when somebody's close to that 40 years old, I don't give them credit, especially if you're young and if you beat them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I don't care what race you are, what nationality you is, what color you are. If just like when Hector Chamacho, the Puerto Rican fighter that beat Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard was past his prime. He was old, man. He was really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course he beat him, but I can't give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I can't give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Just like for some of these other fighters, like the young fighters trying to fight the old people, trying to get their name up there and trying to make the money. I think Canelo Alvarez is kind of like a little bitter at the same time, because he fought a person who was older than him, who was very, very much skilled, I would say, and who beat him. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stuck him up in there, and then on top of that, he had to give y'all the yes to take the fight. So he must have thought that he could probably beat him, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Now, just like I said, even if I don't think it's going to happen, I still think that Floyd I still think that Floyd Mayweather still can probably beat him. He might be a little slow, but the reason why I'm saying this, because Canelo Alvarez, his lower body, it didn't change. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he probably know a couple of things at the same time. Of course, when you get a rematch, look what happened to Triple G the first fight. You know what I'm saying? That could have went either way. But I had Canelo winning that fight, but it could have went anyway. I couldn't be mad at you if you went the other way and said Triple G won that fight. It was a really close fight. Look at the lower fight. Some people say Lord won that fight with Canelo Alvarez. And then on top of that, look at this. Lord won a rematch, and then guess what? Canelo didn't give him the rematch. Look at that. And y'all want, and think about it is, it's more people in the middleweight division like Jamal Charlo, Daniel Jacobs, and Sergey Demchenko and Demetrius Andre. They still wait. He went up to a weight to fight another fighter, which is Rocket Footer, which people don't even know. I know he's a bigger fighter, a bigger opponent, but he could have stayed down in the middleweight division and got more recognition in the game. So, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But at the same time, it's kind of funny at the same time when they still want to fight with Mayweather, which I don't think is going to happen. He's going to fight somebody else like like I said today, Conor McGregor wasn't a boxer, and right now Mayweather, to me, Floyd Mayweather is still 49-0. I can't give him that last fight. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, I think he might fight Manny Pacquiao or Adrian Broner at the same time. He's not going. I know one thing about Floyd Mayweather. He's not going to go into a fight. You know, so if he really think that he might lose. But when he was younger, he had to fight people that he probably thought he was going to lose against anyway, because he was young. He didn't have that star power. He didn't have the. He was in the position he in now. At the same time, he might can win. I think he still can win against Canelo Alvarez, but that's just my opinion. But Canelo Alvarez, like I say, his lower body haven't changed. He's still flat-footed. He don't move. He moved to his own pace. If that haven't changed yet, then I don't think that he can probably, even if Floyd Mayweather's 40 years old, I still think Canelo Alvarez. I think Floyd Mayweather can beat Canelo Alvarez. And don't get it twisted. Canelo Alvarez have a better chance. I would say he have a better shot now, because of course, if you get a rematch with somebody, the chance you beating them it goes up a little bit more at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Which look what happened with Triple G. He changed it up. Look at Triple G didn't give Daniel Jacobs a rematch. It could have been Daniel Jacobs could have been the first person to beat Canelo Alvarez. But we can't go off of if it would have happened. But he didn't. But Triple G didn't give Daniel Jacobs the rematch. I don't know why. Because I know because of the money issues at the same time. Then on top of that, Triple G didn't give Daniel Jacobs a rematch because he thought that he was going to get beat by him. That's the reason why I'm thinking too. Because Triple G thought he can beat Canelo Alvarez that first fight, and he thought he could beat him the second fight. But it came up to a draw the first fight, and then the second one, Canelo Alvarez changed it up a little bit. He didn't fight going backwards. He stood in the ring in the middle of the ring and fought Triple G in the middle of the ring, and he won it. You know what I'm saying? So, and even in that fight, even in the second fight, that was still a close fight. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is, what do y'all guys think about this? I just can't. Even if let's say if he beat him, if Canelo beat Floyd Mayweather, I still can't give him credit for that. He's still he's 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's up there, because you know how some people are. Like I said, I still think that Canelo Alvarez can beat him. I think he still can beat him. But let Floyd Mayweather decide if he want to take the fight or not. You know what I'm saying? And they should move on. And if Floyd Mayweather want to fight y'all, he'll call y'all out. If he don't, he ain't gonna call you out. He already said who he's gonna fight already. He's gonna fight that dude in Tokyo, in Japan, and then he's gonna fight whoever win the Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner. That's some farther down the line if he gonna fight them or not. We don't know. We don't know for sure he gonna do that. He said, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think y'all need to just concentrate who's fighting right now, who's been active, and you need to and to me, I think he needed to concentrate on Rocky Fielding in the middleweight division. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you the cash cow right now, and which I got Canelo up there for my pound for pound number 1 or 2, because I think Terence Crawford is back and forth. Like I said, I'm still back and forth with that. Terence Crawford might be 1, or Canelo might be 1, or Canelo might be 2nd, or Terence Crawford might be 2nd. And I you know, one thing is, Canelo said he's a complete fighter right now. I don't think you're a complete fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think you're a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? But not a complete fighter. The complete fighter to me is Terence Crawford. I'm gonna say that right now. But leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the bell icon for the notification new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. Alright, bye.